This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. And for those of you out there saying, I love the sound of the selector switch on the TV, I spent an hour yesterday trying to find that sound because it had to be that sound from when you used to analog click over to a different channel. Clunk, clunk, clunk. I had to find the correct sound for the old analog TV when you switch the channel. I absolutely had to find that. It took me about an hour yesterday, but when I found it, I was so excited that I had it and that I got to use it. So thank you guys for noticing that. I can't believe anybody would care about that besides me, because I'm like, I'm that far gone when I'm making a video that I'm like, I have to have that sound. If the TV doesn't have that sound, something is wrong with the world. It's not right if it doesn't have the sound. The whole project's down the toilet if I can't have that sound when you click over the channel.
Why you so mad? You've been working on this video for an hour. The click's not fucking right.
That's
God
right.
Damn it.
That's right. Right off the bat, Psychodorf 9, thank you, brother, with the $5 super chat. And he says, Traveler 5 game report. Our heroes wake up in cryopods on a slowly lyrics sinking transport. Then beezies show up. Traveler 5 game report. Thank you so very much, Psychodorf 9, for that. Guys, you guys keep the fires burning bright. And Dega Outlaw, hail all of Valhalla, having to lurk today. Ahoo! Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking in the background. Thank you so much, Adega. Guys, thank you everybody who's here this morning. It's going to be a great week. We've got so much to go over before we leave for Nashville. We're going to have some live streams in Nashville. I've got to kind of rearrange some stuff. So this week's going to be really hectic. We're only going to have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday will be a pre-recorded show. Friday will be a pre-recorded show, but we will have uploads from the road and we will be going live in Nashville. So we will balance some stuff out, but we're going to have a best of on Thursday morning and Friday morning. Thank you guys for understanding as we make our way to Nashville. We will be doing streams. We're going to do some car videos. We're going to do some streams from the road. So we're going to be running around like crazy chickens, crazy Loki chickens with our heads cut off.
So make sure to click that notification bell and tune in when he's live, doing it live.
That's right.
This
Pat
video
S, what
is-
kind of TV sounds like a 7-inch Zenith portable?
all of them when you had to get up and
Clunk.
clunk clunk.
Clunk.
Oh man, those were the days with rabbit ears and tinfoil.
Did you ever get that? Did you ever get that that speech from your dad where he's like, "Don't be bitching about this or that. I used to have to walk up to the TV and change it manually." Yeah, you had 2 fucking channels, you old fuck. I Love Lucy, and who gave a fuck what was on the other channel?
Yeah, usually get that speech right after the previous speech of who the hell touched the thermostat? I had that fucker set.
That's right. That's right. It was set perfect.
Yeah.
Feet
That's
don't freeze in the middle of the
yeah.
night.
They may not know how to cook, they don't know how to tinker on an engine, but they know when a friggin' child clicked that thermostat 1 degree to the left or
Wake
right.
him up out of bed. Wake him straight up out of bed. What the hell?
Yeah.
Someone touched the thermostat. Honey, I gotta get up. Someone just go back to bed.
Oh yeah. We all have those good old memories, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Vacations. God, those were the best. Anyway,
Moving along swiftly.
moving along before we get too far into vacations, and I tell you the entire story of when I got the measles specifically so I didn't have to go on vacation. I was running around the neighborhood going, "You got the measles? Is this your glass?"
I need a fix, man. Come on, I know you got the good shit.
That's right. Don't change the channel so fast you'll wear out the contacts.
Oh, yeah. Then you have to pry the panel off, wax that shit down, or whatever the hell you do to it. But, oh, yeah. When TVs weighed 400 pounds, too.
Go back to bed, you fat fuck.
Wow.
Get outta here.
Language.
Oh, I know. It's one of those mornings. I'm back. I'm excited. I'm back in my computer chair. I'm not in the recliner anymore. You would think that be like, oh man, doing the show from a recliner, that would be sweet. No, it's really not, because I keep wanting to like lean back and just kind of. I'm awake.
What do we got going on this morning? Let me check my note.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, we've all been there.
So I'm back on the microphone. I'm off the headset mic. I feel so much better. I feel so much better sitting here in my chair.
Free.
That's right. That's right.
We broken free.
We're going to talk a little Resident Evil this morning because Resident Evil 4 BR has been censored.
Oh no, what did they take out? Blood. I hope it wasn't Chris's blood. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
At least you're not a Jill sandwich.
Here.
I'd eat a Jill sandwich.
Oh, I used to eat one every day.
I'd eat a Jill sandwich.
Oh, yeah, sticky taco or not, that was a good shit. I figure if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you. Like, oh my god. It's like, here, take this. It's real powerful, especially against living things, as opposed to what? Very dead things? Like, what the hell?
Acid grenades.
And good morning, Lady Miss. Nice to see you. Good morning to all of you in chat, by the way. It's so nice to see you here again. Loki and I are loopy this morning, so buckle up or unbuckle.
Oh, yeah. Buttercups.
Yeah.
Buckle up, buttercup.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question before we dig into this. How would you feel if they did a remaster. You remember when Super Mario All Stars came out? Remember how the original looked, the original Super Mario Brothers looked? It was like it had a fresh coat of paint on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It looked really good. Imagine if Luigi was suddenly a woman, because God, you gotta have equality. So you got Mario and Luigi.
I just had a horrible image of Luigi in Peach's dress. Oh, that's gonna be a tough image.
And speaking of Peach, imagine if it wasn't Peach anymore. Imagine if it was Princess Sausage and she had a dangler. Because, diversity and inclusion.
Yeah, well, in today's modern society, our faithful Italian plumbers need to eat their lasagna and do what's best for today's modern society. So if that means putting Peach in a pair of pants and Luigi in a dress, so be it. They're still going to jump the same, I hope. I don't really know anymore. And stomping Goobas would be considered racist now, right?
Luigi got a mushroom change.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. What happened to my penis?
Mario, and just because, well, ladies and gentlemen, Super Mario Brothers, the brothers Luigi and Mario, no longer fit the current day narrative of how superheroes need to be. So we are changing Luigi to Luigia, and they will be a dangler, but not a full woman, but a dangler woman.
So
because that's the way our science works.
Yeah. So it was always kind of hinted at that Luigi and Princess Daisy were a couple. So what would happen to Princess Daisy?
They can still, that's okay.
They just have to start scissoring now.
That's right.
Scissor me timbers.
But this is where we're at. Where if the current day narrative dictates that this has to change, and I'm not even talking about a remake, I'm talking about a remaster. I am talking about a remaster, not a remake. Essentially, what you have with Resident Evil 4 VR is a remaster that's being developed as a VR game. It is not, I repeat, not a remake. This is not a remake of Resident Evil 4. This is very much Resident Evil 4 in a first-person perspective, so you can play it in VR. That is all it is. But they have changed aspects of the game because, well, we don't want Capcom to look bad.
Oh, please.
Oh no, I'm serious. I'm going to share this.
So
we'll go ahead and get into this.
Here's the funny part. Is Capcom developing this?
No, but they have signed off on all changes. They have agreed that we must change our game because it does not fit the 2022 narrative. So this comes from Ryan Pearson over at Bounding the Comics. Go ahead.
I just real quick. So this doesn't fit 2022 narrative, yet Resident Evil Village with big mommy milkers is totally okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's the year 2022, and some of this stuff doesn't age well. Resident Evil 4 VR executive producer Tom Ivey recently defended the decision to censor the game, pointing to current year and claiming the censored and cut content didn't fit with the Resident Evil franchise these days.
I'm loving where this is going already.
Big mommy milkers that change you up and sexually tortures you, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a woman over a man, basically. So that's okay. As previously reported, Resident Evil 4 VR was discovered to have censored dialogue and more prior to its launch. The dialogue was typically flirtatious in nature, such as Leon flirting with Ingrid Hannigan, Louise comments on Ashley's ballistics, and Ashley's request for overtime at the end of the game, meaning she wants Leon's slong.
She wants, yeah. So I'm assuming, and especially because you can picture this, you played a lot of VR. So I'd imagine that little Easter egg when you get Ashley to climb up a ladder and you kind of scope your way up her skirt there.
Yeah,
What do you
there's no
think?
way to do that anymore.
In VR, of all things, there'd be no way to do that. No, nope, doesn't fit the 2022
That's
narrative. I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll sign off and totally accept every friggin' fanboy's mod for Big Mommy Milkers out there because I've seen the outfits they put her in. Those
yeah.
are okay. Those are okay. We'll still allow that to happen.
Yep, because she's a strong, empowered woman, and she's big, huge, big. That's a huge bitch. Remember that?
Huge bitch.
Remember that? Remember that in Star Trek Online? That's a huge bitch.
Freak. Keep her in the circus. Behemoth.
So-
shit.
So here's a picture of a woman that has been pitchforked to a wall, and it says, "Guess there's no sex discrimination here." That has been changed to, "I guess no one's safe here."
Oh, you think? Wow.
That's one of the changes. This is what they're focused on instead of making, a kick-ass VR game. This is the shit they're focused on. Sources speaking to Peter Pischke, I hope I said your name correctly, Peter, of the Happy Warrior Substack, claim the alterations were, in Pischke's words, focused on removing any scenes and dialogue that the gaming news media and social justice crowd may deem misogynistic.
Well, newsflash 2022, you might as well just take Leon S. Kennedy right out of the damn thing because he was always acting like kind of a ladies' man in the franchise. So just do away with the whole damn thing.
Yeah, and a lot of that is the women in the game coming on to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really. I mean, you think when Leon's about to die or he's getting attacked by something and Ada swoops in with her friggin' dress because she knows exactly how to work it. She knows what she's doing. She's like, "Oh, Leon, you look like you're in trouble again." And then she goes and does what Ada Wong does. You mean to tell me that Leon was responsible for everything misogynistic that was going on there? No, it's a two-way street. If Ada's giving, Leon's taking, and vice versa.
And Soul Assassin has a really good comment here, but the social justice crowd doesn't play games. They only bitch.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up. If you don't...
Project Cambrian says 7 foot tall and worth the climb. Those are some king size dirty pillows right there.
I mean, if she's too big, you do have what 3 or 4 daughters of Dimitrescu that are running around there with their black goo mouths and hey, free lube, acquire within. Yeah, I don't know, man.
In a leaked video sent to Pischke tracking the alterations, Japanese text notes the changes were related to sexual harassment,
Blech.
sarcastic expression.
Yeah, so there goes 90% of your dialogue right there.
Sexist conversations.
What?
And expressions that may be indirectly linked to them have been removed.
Just remove yourselves. Let somebody else handle it. Jeez.
The video also claims these were not unavoidably removed as part of the translation or porting process, but were done by Armature Studio at the request of Oculus VR and with the approval of Capcom.
Amateur Studio. Yeah.
Facebook later stated that the game also includes select changes to in-game dialogue and animations that we believe will update Resident Evil 4 for a more modern audience.
So they're going to throw tissues at them instead of shooting guns.
Right there.
Yeah, and Leon's suddenly going to have a full sleeve dress shirt because I think he's showing too much elbow there. Better cover that up. And that hairstyle's got to go. You need to fade it on both sides and paint it blue.
I believe this comment's for you, Zero, if you want to read this one.
Keely Chow with an excellent point. A message to all you social justice warriors. Know your role and shut your mouth. Well said.
I've been ruined woke as fuck. I want to tell you something. Oculus, Capcom, half of the gaming companies out there today have all signed an agreement. Their CEOs have all signed an agreement to bring more woke, diverse bullshit into their games. These companies signed a pledge in 2017 with a shitload of other companies, half of them out in California right now, including Disney, including Warner Brothers, that states they are going to bring more diversity, inclusion, and woke bullshit and smother you in it. This is a pledge that was signed by the CEOs of these companies in 2017.
You want to pledge something? Dust my fucking coffee table.
You think that these are isolated incidents. You think Disney is on its own. You think Warner Brothers is doing this shit with DC. And it's their decisions.
I love how diversity and inclusiveness is becoming such a huge band of brothers and sisters and whatever the hell else you want to sexually identify, like a soggy piece of toast or something. I love how it's just growing and growing, and everybody else is getting pushed right the hell out. And to me, that's just the exact opposite of what diversity and inclusiveness is.
And if you think Loki's crazy, Loki's gone off the deep end, Loki is talking crazy shit, like conspiracy theory shit, look up the CEO action pack for diversity and inclusion. Look it up yourself. Do the homework. You have no idea how many companies, how many CEOs are involved in this. Delta Airlines, almost every single major sports team for baseball and football and basketball. You have no idea how many freaking companies are a part of this. Disney, Warner Brothers, Fox was a part of it before they got absorbed by Disney. You have no idea how many companies are involved in this and how how bad the deck is stacked against you. They do not want you representing them in any way, shape, or form as customers, as clients, as anything. They do not want your money. So you know what? Don't give them your money.
Not going to do it.
If a company doesn't want me around and doesn't want my money, then fuck them. I will take my money somewhere else. Do you not think I don't have the original Resident Evil 4 on disc? I've got the original Resident Evil 4 on Steam. The only problem with that is they can come along at any point in time and alter my Steam game. They can come over at any point in time and alter my Xbox download, my PS4 download in the game, update it and say this is for your own good. And if you think I'm lying, well, here it comes. This is for your own good. It's the year 2022, and some of this stuff doesn't age well. And it doesn't fit with the Resident Evil franchise these days. This is for your own good. So the idea was that we're keeping every aspect of the rooms and the creatures that you fight and the story and how it progresses and the plot points of the story. But, just kind of saying it's the year 2022. Does this fit with the way that Resident Evil should be presented in this day and age? That's the concept here. I definitely agree with the changes we made to the game, so we're definitely on board with that. We think it's the right thing to do. This is for you. This is the best thing for you.
You clearly don't understand the source material you're working with. Because 2 and 2 in the picture that I'm getting are not going together.
We bought this shit in the fucking 90s. We bought this shit. This censoring bullshit. We bought it and we beat it. They tried to pull this shit in the 2000s. We bought it and we beat it. But it was the other side of the aisle. It wasn't these liberal fucktards that think they can tell us all what to do. It was the other side going,
Well, this is against the the belief system that we believe in, and Zero Mass Effect. It's a porn simulator. It's a pornography simulator. Mass Effect is a pornography simulator.
Hell yeah, it was. Banging blue bitches left and right. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. So yeah, and someone else pointed out. Yeah, Chris Perser says, you know what doesn't age well? Censorship. That has never and will never age well. Because if you want to update it for modern times, well, hey, so be it. But you're causing it to age twice as fast, because 20, 30 years from now, they're going to look back on that and say, oh, that was a really weird, non-linear way of thinking, or, a little too open-minded for today's standards. Guys, it's just going to keep going and going and going. So what's the fucking point? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The game is almost 20 fucking years old. Can you not do something new? Oh, wait, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, creativity and ideas. Nope, they don't exist anymore. Just rewrite history instead of trying to create your own. That's all it is. That's all it ever will be.
Dean Krantz, Loki, if you remember, it was Al Gore that was among those charging to censor. I do. And it was people on our own side of the damn aisle. I'm sick and tired of this shit.
And he's super ethereal.
We called it Ass Effect for a reason.
And again, I will go on record and say this again. You know what? After 140 hours going through that trilogy, if you think all I was focused on was banging Liara or Miranda's ass,
you're damn right. You're damn right. You're damn right. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. The relationship Shepard has with Liara, which was my waifu in Mass Effect, was so important to the story that when it ended, I wanted to burn my fucking Xbox 360, burn the controller. I wanted to burn the whole fucking house down because of the way they ended it. I wanted Shepard on a planet with Liara having little blue babies. That's what I wanted. Little blue kids running around. Liara in like a 50 styles dress with Shepard on the fucking barbecue flipping hamburgers with Grunt and Shepard. Yeah, Shepard. That's what I fucking wanted.
Yeah. Soul Assassin brings up, here's a little bit of trivia for you guys. He says, Jack was my waifu. Or Wi-Fi. I don't know what you were trying to spell there, but it's all good. Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I do know in some of the later Resident Evil games, I forget the actress's name, but Jack and Ada Wong were voiced by the same woman.
No, I think he was meaning Jack. Are you talking about Jack from Mass Effect?
Yeah.
Are you talking about it might have been in the remasters. I don't know. Usually I'm really good with voices.
Yeah, I think I know she played Ada Wong in a couple of them. 6 for sure. I know she was in 6. But yeah.
Project Storytime was a Tali guy.
Hey, I always like Tali. That's conversation for another time. Point is, it wasn't 200 hours of looking at Miranda's ass, or Liara's side boob, or Ashley's side boob, or Liara's ass, or Jack's ass, or whatever the hell the problem was. That was not what it was about.
I'm all about character arc. So when a character grows for me, it's like I love character growth. And to me, Liara, above everyone else, had the most character growth in Mass Effect. Because when she starts out, she's like, can someone help me? I'm scared. And then by the end, she's like, I'm the shadow broker, motherfucker. I'll send a hit squad of sorry badass bitches after you and gut you, and they will bring me back your nuts. And I will roast them over an open fire and feed them to my Krogan slave that's chained up in the basement. That is a huge amount of character arc and growth.
Thank you, Project Storytime. Yes, Courtney Taylor was her name. Yes, and yeah, exactly. And the whole purpose of the whole, not even just the character arc, but the relationship arc between Liara and Shepard as well. I was so personally invested by that point. When, spoiler alert, when you get to the part in game number 3, when you take the war to Thessia, the Asari homeworld, and Thessia falls and you lose the planet, I cannot tell you how upset I was because I took that personally. Because I just spent 80 hours building up these characters and their relationships and how they relate to each other. It had nothing to do with the boobage or the ass cracks or the vajayjays and getting the space junk on. It had nothing to do with that. It was about your own personal feelings and investment into the story that you yourself are creating. That's what it was about. And if you censor that, then you just censor all emotion. You might as well just censor all emotion because there's no point to it anymore.
Let me give a shout out to Leia Rose. She says, I've been busy in the morning, but I love Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Loki tells us the reality of the new in all the fandom of life. Thank you so very much, Leia. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Leia.
Space junk. Yeah, I said space junk.
Just for Arwen, the snozzberries taste like snozzberries.
Yep. And the growls still sound like growls.
So not only did Ivy defend the previous censorship of the game, but he also revealed there are fundamental changes to mercenaries. All the gameplay from the original Resident Evil 4, we've kind of cordoned off into one selection, which is called Classic Mode. So you can play all the maps and characters and the way that the timers work and the placement of the timers and levels and all that shit. But there's also things that are fundamentally changed to the rules of mercenaries. There's a mode called Time Rush, the timer thing, and then I pick up and I get like 20 more seconds.
Time Rush, where you start with a very limited amount of time. Wow, how original. I thought Time Rush would mean you just sit back in a reclining chair and just eat snacks all day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't change the name Mercenaries to Collection Agencies or something. Oh, my God.
And just to let everybody know with an update, we will be doing a review of The Northman when I get back from Nashville. So we are going to watch The Northman. I just haven't had a chance getting ready. I've only got 3 more days to get ready, and I had to rest up over the weekend. I had to rest the leg to get the leg better. But we will be going to see The Northman, and we will be doing a review of The Northman. I know everyone is so excited about this movie and talking about how badass it is. And if I hadn't hurt my leg, I would have already gone and seen it. But the fact that for almost a week, I could barely walk from one side of my apartment to the other, I had to stay off the leg. Yeah. So, Means of Discretion asks, Mass Effect, the predecessor to Dragon Age. Was I the only one that wanked to the sexy ladies? No, you weren't the only one that wanked to the sexy ladies. And no, there was yanking around the world.
Yeah, there was. I'm pretty sure you could find some fan art pretty easy on Google these days.
You don't even have to do fan art.
No.
There were mods.
Oh,
There were mods for Dragon Age like a motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Not so much Mass Effect for that until like way later.
Yeah.
But
I've frequented the Nexus mod network, and I've looked at them just out of curiosity, saying, "Oh, look, Morrigan actually does have nipples." Huh. True wizard.
Oh, she does. She does.
Oh my God.
Bad Steven Seagal, you fat motherfucker. God of War, the 2 chicks in the bed with button moments. Oh yeah, and that happened in multiple games too.
Oh, wow.
Men always go to the sexy ladies unless those men work at Disney. Yes, true. That is very true.
You can't tell me a lot of those old school princesses weren't attractive, though. All right. I guess I'm just alone in that one. All right, never mind. Even the Sims have my yes.
Yeah, yes, they do.
And I do have some. Namely, just the ones that remove the pixelated blurs when you shower and shit like that. But I don't have any Sims sex mods, if that's what you're all thinking. Nope.
Speaker of the Dead, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a good morning.
If you weren't awake half an hour ago,
God, you are now. Fucking are now. what do you think is the future of all of this? Sony's putting ads into video games. They're censoring video games. They are going back and changing old titles to conform to the current day narrative. You have absolutely no protection when it comes to downloading games, because even if you prevent updates, like on Steam, you can't play a game. If there's an update for a game and you have updates turned off, you cannot play that game until it updates.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sad. So I mean, I'll just have to say, let's stay physical. Physical. You got your discs, you got your records, you got your VHSs, your DVDs, your Blu-rays, all that shit. Keep it. Don't ever get rid of it, because at this rate, ladies and gentlemen, that's the only thing that's going to survive. Because you asked me what I think about this. That, I mean, honest to God, if it doesn't change drastically or do a complete 180 in the near future, anything like that, it's just going to keep going and going and going, and it's never going to stop. You know, something else is going to get censored, something else is going to get canceled or changed or updated for, quote, modern times in the year 2042, whatever the hell is going to happen by then.
Memes of destruction, yes, they already did that, and nobody liked it. They did that with Final Fantasy IV as well, and I really love the battle system in 4, the modern battle system, and the way you can get the attacks of the enemies, the way you can get like your extra skill boosts and all that. You can make some crazy ass characters. You can get like Cecil and Kane to do combo attacks, like the twins. There's all kinds of added cool shit you can do with the new Final Fantasy IV. It just looks kind of janky.
Yeah. You know what I think is funny? I don't see anybody going back 60, 70, whatever, how many years it was, and trying to recreate episodes of I Love Lucy. Oh my God. Next thing you know, they'll be coming out with a remake of Married with Children, and it'll just be completely different.
And you have a very good reason, Soul Assassin, to fear for the KOTOR remake. Because all of this shit under Disney is part of this act, this Diversity and Inclusion Act that has all been agreed upon by multiple companies. That is not crazy talk like they want you to think. That is not a great reset, which is what they want you to think. That is a cooperative deal with these corporations, and they are integrating that into everything they do. This isn't hyperbole. This isn't guessing. This is fact. Look up CEO, the CEO diversity and inclusion deal.
Blech.
Delta Airlines, Astros, all these sports companies, Disney, Warner Brothers, since 2017, they have all been working towards this goal.
And what a fine job they're doing.
The CEO Action Plan for Diversity and Inclusion. This actually exists. This is a real thing.
It's a real thing. Loki just hit the gong back there. Now it's serious.
These fuckers think we're not going to find out about this shit, and we're going to keep our mouths shut, and we're just going to go along with the crap that they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't give them your money.
Nope.
Don't give them your support. Look, I'm not going to tell you guys what to buy, when to buy it, or anything like that. I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you that I think a movie's good, a movie's bad, a movie's worth seeing, whatever. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to tell you what to go see and what not to go see. I'm not going to tell you what games to buy, what games not to buy. But I'm going to tell you that these fuckers think that this is all the way it's going to be from now on, and that we're all going to line up like lemmings and buy all their shit. They've already got our money. They don't care. If you bought a Resident Evil game back in the day, guess what? Capcom's already got your money. They don't give a shit about you. And they don't give a shit about how you feel about them censoring their games. They do not care. All they care about is being a part of this club.
This club sucks.
And that club sucks. That's right.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs. It really is. And even from a financial point of view, you spend money on Resident Evil 4 or 3, 2, 1, 0, whatever. You spend all your money back then because you knew exactly what you were getting. And how ironic is it that 20, maybe even 30 years later, you're not spending your money on it because you know exactly what you're getting, because the faith in the franchises and companies has sunk so low. And yet we still have the highest level of technology at our fingertips that could make things more immersive and enjoyable than ever. But they're using it to do the exact opposite and destroy the 30 years. And for some of you, I don't know how long you've been watching movies or playing games or anything like that, enjoying media and entertainment as a whole, using that technology and the ability to speak out so easily these days to destroy your entire lifetime of hobbies and entertainment. It's sad. It's very sad.
And Chris, this is the thing. Chris Persia says, I remember them trying to ban games back in the mid 80s. Newsflash, it didn't work. We all fought to prevent Sega to prevent all of their games from being like censored. We fought when Nintendo censored Mortal Kombat. We said, screw that. We'll get the Sega one. We can have a blood code for that to still do the fatalities and all that. We fought for these companies to be free from censorship. The problem is now these companies are willingly going along. They're part of the problem. They want this. If Capcom didn't want them altering their games, guess what? Capcom wouldn't let them alter their games. Capcom wouldn't be in a penny for a pound on it. Someone going to Capcom going, look, this looks really bad today. I don't care. We made this then, but it looks really bad today. I don't care. That's all they had to say.
Yeah.
This is the way the game was made. This is the way it needs to stay. They do not care today. We fought side by side with these companies, ladies and gentlemen. I remember when the original Resident Evil came out. People freaked. Oh my God, zombie horror in a video game. Oh my God. And then Resident Evil 2 came out and they were like, it's going to be even worse. I heard there's a vagina scene. And it was like, it was like all this crap. And Capcom's just trying to put out a game. And we stood with Capcom. That's the fucked up thing about all of this. We stood with Capcom. We defended Capcom. We bought Capcom's products. And now they're the ones going, well, this doesn't really look good for us in 2022. So we're going to go ahead and censor our game.
You know what really sticks out to me at this point? It's the fact that they're doing this to Resident Evil 4 of all things. Now I may be wrong. This is all hypothetical. But my theory is, why Resident Evil 4? Is it maybe because that was the peak of your franchise? That's when you had everything rolling on all cylinders and you haven't been able to capitalize on that yet, almost 20 years later? Because you know what? Because I would put out a challenge to say, okay, take your ideas and your progression and your diversity and all that stuff. That's great. Take all of that, bundle it up, and put it into a brand new game, a brand new original game, or a whole new IP, whatever you want to do, and see how that sells. Maybe you're not doing it because you know it's not going to compete with the classics you put out 20 years ago, because you haven't been able to top that yet. Therefore, well, we have no choice. I mean, people aren't going to like a brand new game with all this ideology bullshit in it. We might as well just remake what was really, really popular for us. Because you can't beat it. You just can't do it. You're not creative enough to come up with something original that people are actually going to buy into the way they did before. So just destroy your shit from 20 years ago because you have nothing better to do and you have no other way to get around it.
And Chris, to answer your question, these are the American versions that are being censored and changed, not the Japanese version. This is the American version of the game that is being censored. They are not allowing the game to be changed in Japan. This is obviously from the U.S. offices.
Yeah, because I really don't think Japan's going to give a shit.
They don't care. No, they don't give a shit.
No.
This is the way the game was made. If they change, they know in Japan. See, you've got a lot less customer service in Japan. So they want to make sure that if they're going to come out with something in Japan, it sells because they only have the people in Japan to sell it to. Someone in the US might buy a copy of a Japanese port, but that's going to be like few and far between. Most people are going to buy the American version when they're in America. So they have to make sure they don't fuck anything up. The reason why Sony is getting its ass handed to it in Japan is because the Sony's head offices are out in California now, and any decision they make there is translated over to Japan. And the Japanese aren't going to put up with it. Do you want to feed us this woke bullshit? Take it back to America. And I do not blame them. I do not blame them. When they come out with a game in Japan, they want to make sure it sells. That is their complete focus. We want this to make money. Because they do not have the numbers we have here. Plain and simple.
Hell yeah.
Sony turned its back on Japan, and they are paying the price in Japan now. And Sony of America doesn't care because they're going, well, everyone's buying up our shit anyway in America. So we don't really care about Japan and the limited number of consoles and games we're going to sell there. Yes, very much so. They know honor. The company does not have honor. That tells you anything about how the Japanese feel about Sony. It ought to be big. If you don't know anything about Japan, you get told you are without honor. Oh, shit.
Yep.
And Pat Steven makes an interesting point. It's the same with the West. Subtitling anime different from the original audio translation. And because of that, they are not letting studios translate anymore. No, the translations are coming direct from Japan. They will not let studios here translate the dialogue because they'll make whatever changes they want without notifying them at all.
Mm-hmm. Resident Evil 4 had an African storyline.
That was 5. That was 5.
That was 5. Oh my God. You remember the outrage from 5? Said, oh, all Chris was doing was shooting black African American zombies and shit. Dude, he shot just as many white people. He shot just as many women. And the main friggin' antagonist is a white male who got the shit beat out of him over and over and over again. After Chris fucking Redfield punched boulders with his bare hands.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Carries, you're fine. No, you don't have to say you're sorry. No, it's an easy swap. They have so many damn games, it's not even funny. It's not even funny how many games they have. Project Cambrian says modern CEOs and executives obviously didn't learn the first rule of business, which is to make money. That is no longer their first rule of business. If you look at the CEO action plan on diversity and inclusion, the very first, most important ideology of these companies now is to push diversity and inclusion. That includes with the LGBTQ plus PP people. That includes all of the rest. It is to push their narrative. That is their number one priority. Their number one priority isn't to make money anymore. And if I was a stockholder, I would fucking sue them for that. That would be my first priority as a stockholder, is to sue any company that took this pledge and said, our focus isn't on making money anymore. It's on pushing diversity and inclusion in this action plan. They don't care about making money. They don't care about you as customers. They do not care what you do, what you have to say. If you're upset their show sucks, they don't care. CBS, Paramount, they don't care that they've essentially destroyed Star Trek. Their first job is to use that as a platform. If they do that, they'll be just fine. They think they're going to be just fine.
Oh, what a fine job they're doing. Yes, using it as a platform on the source material they clearly don't give a shit about or know nothing about. And clearly that's working very well for them.
They do not care about your money. They do not care about your patronage. They do not care that you were upset that they are ruining something you love. Because this is their action plan. This is what they've all agreed to. The CEOs of these corporations sold you out for an action plan on diversity and inclusion.
So how does that make you feel?
Like we've been sold out.
Yeah, bottomed out. And
They've already got your money. They've already got your money, ladies and gentlemen. Disney already got your money. They got your money years ago when you watched Snow White. They got their money years ago when you watched the first Star Wars movie. They got your money. In some way, shape, or form, they got your money already. They don't care. They don't care. So my job, my existence is dedicated to making sure they don't get any more of my money and to let everyone know just exactly what these fucks are up to. And hopefully they won't get yours either. I can't tell you what to do with your money. I can't tell you don't go to Disney World. Don't get a pass. I can't tell you none of that shit. All I can do is give you all the facts we have. Every single fact we have about what these shady bastards are doing. And hopefully you see it for what it is and go, no, I don't want to give them my money either, Loki. We promote alternatives. Adega Outlaw has a hardback book of evolution coming out at the end of next month on May 30th. I'm going to get 2 copies of that book in hardback. I have 2 copies of the first book he came out with. The original signed by Adega. I have 2 copies of that. I'm going to get 2 more copies of the hardback. I'm going to support the people that are working hard to bring you quality entertainment. I just got a huge package from Ethan Van Sciver the other day. We're going to be going over that tomorrow with Mike as we talk about supporting comic book creators, independents, War Campaign, all of these great people that we know, that we love, and we buy their products. Support the people that are standing up for you. Support the people that are bringing you quality entertainment that's not focused on all this woke bullshit. I am tired of giving these people my money. I'm tired of supporting these fucking companies that do not care about me. They do not care about you. They do not care about the products they have come out with. They refuse to stand behind the products they have come out with in the past. That is dishonorable. They have turned their backs on all of you. They've turned their backs on us.
So I turn my back on them.
Damn fucking right.
Yep. Because they won't care, and they don't care until they want more of your money.
That's right.
Use your best judgment.
Fast seems to go, I'm terrified to get anything from Bodega. I get too many import charges.
Aww.
Hail to the age of independent media.
Yeah.
If these companies refuse to give us what we want, they refuse to make money. Well, hell, we'll make money. we'll make money, and we'll give people what they want. Thank you all for being here.
What they want.
That's right.
Well
Thank you so
said.
very much for being here, everybody.
That was
Thank you, Zero.
Hey, that was a smokestack of activity this morning. I was just glad to be along for the ride and to hang out with all you lovely ladies and gentlemen in chat. It was great to see you all again. And hopefully you're all woke up now. The good kind of woken up and ready to kickstart your week right in the ass. So
That's right. That's
thank
right.
you, Valhalla. And thank you, Loki, for just roasting our balls like you always do. It was well said, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you guys so very much. Everybody out there, we will be back tomorrow, like I said, with Mike for Taco Tuesday. We're going to go over all the stuff we've got. Mike's got a whole bunch of war campaign stuff he's going to show off. I'm going to show off my Cyber Frog stuff that I've gotten. I've got toys. I've got comic books. I've got OG books. I've got new books. I just got another shipment from Ethan. So I'm going to be showing off all my Even Band Skyber stuff. Mike's going to show off his war campaign stuff. And I know, some of those things don't go together. But you know what? We can be fans of things even when people don't get along because they're badass shit and we love them. So until then, everybody take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend honor. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Later.
Waluigi.
Now, Luis Mario.
These
Mario.
Yo, Mario, I have a dangler now in my peach dress.
subscribe.
Oh my
And
God.
notification bell.
Jesus fucking Christ.